This is about Best Buy. Best Buy is the worst retail store ever. I am speaking about my own local Best Buy, or local enough. It's in Roseville on Gratiot Avenue, close to 13 Mile, I think, is the cross street. And we all know about the woes of big box retail places and technology places, and there's been a consolidation and diminishing. We also know that historically, even before the internet issues came about of no tax and so forth, that big box retailers were known for poor service even then. And one of the reasons people went to the internet stuff was because they didn't get good service at retail outlets. So the extra cost was of no use. So you would go to a retail outlet because of the service. And if they don't have it, then there isn't any good reason. And so the argument that, well, the internet did it, saying, no, why did you? And it was your poor service. But okay, so I go to this Best Buy, and I have already looked online. I have found a pair of Bluetooth headphones for $49.99, which show in stock, and they show in stock at multiple stores, not just this one. They show in stock at multiple stores locally. So this is not just an anomaly, and so I figured, well, this is probably pretty reasonable to go and expect to be able to find it there. Again, if it maybe had been one store only, I'd say, well, maybe they're at the back edge of this, and I should consider that this might not be there. So I get to the store, and I went in once and was there for several minutes, saw no one to help me, but I had to go back out to my car briefly. Came back in, was in there for another 15 to 20 minutes before, after a few minutes more of standing around, I asked someone up at the cashier stands to help me, because I, again, had not seen anybody out in the area, and there were about 5 or 6 people standing around at 2 cashier stands with nobody there. So I asked them, and someone came over to help me. I'd been there 25 or 30 minutes in whole, at the point at which the clerk could figure out that they even actually had the item I was talking about, or were supposed to have it. Now, I had the price. I said I had looked at it online. They were Bluetooth headphones over the head, the kind with the cans, but I didn't have the exact name. So you'd think that you'd be able to narrow that down. Well, like I said, it took about 25 minutes for them to even figure out that they had this item or were supposed to have it and the name of it. And it's a Jam, an item made by Jam or something, $49.99. It took another 15 minutes for them to determine that they couldn't find it. Now, they showed 3 in stock. Again, if you show 1 in stock, then you can understand that it's maybe a display model or something happened to it again. They show 3 in stock. So I was very unhappy and I left. But I then decided, well, I'll give them one more try a couple days later, which is today. And I'll do it by phone. I'll call up again. So I call up, and it took me about 15 minutes on the phone for them to just find that, yes, they had the item, and I had the name this time. Jam, $49.99. And yes, they were supposed to have the item. Yes, they showed 3 in stock still, and no, they could not find it. So after 3 days of this not being in stock and having them already know, you'd think that someone there would have been able to figure out, make a note of it in the system that showed, takes them out of inventory or something if they can't be found, or puts up some kind of reminder that say they might start in the morning, find these items. We couldn't find them, whatever. But no, so they're still there, not found. What I think is they are mystery items. Well, I wouldn't even call them mystery items. I think they're fake inventory. The 2 possibilities that I would narrow this down to for Best Buy's inventory glitches is that either it's a bait and switch routine, they're good price, they don't have them, they get you to come in the store, hopefully you'll just take something else that's a little more priced, or something of that nature. But what I would think is probably more true or more probable is that employees have either stolen the items or put them aside for themselves because they're a good deal. So, any way you slice it, even going to a big box retailer because you're willing to pay extra for the service is of no use. Just order from Amazon.